Let's play a game. I want you to close your eyes. Take a breath. Now, imagine you are walking down a dimly lit street. The air is cool. It's quiet. Too quiet. You pass an old storefront, and in the window, a neon sign flickers. You look at the digits. 6, 6, 6. What happened to your stomach just now? Did you feel that? That tiny, instinctive tightening? That drop in your gut? It's almost funny when you think about it. We are rational people. We drive cars, we use smartphones, we understand science. And yet, 3 simple curved lines, just ink on a page or light on a screen, have the power to make our hearts race. We've been trained, haven't we? For 2,000 years, culture, movies, and Sunday school whispers have told us that this is the number of the end, the mark, the beast, pure evil. But here is the question that keeps me up at night. What if we got it wrong? What if the fear wasn't a warning, but a distraction? What if I told you that 666 isn't a curse at all? What if I told you that seeing it doesn't mean the devil is knocking at your door, but that the universe is trying to hand you a mirror that shows you exactly who you are and exactly what you are hiding from? Welcome to the other side of the story. This is the truth about 666. Before we can understand the angel, we have to exorcise the demon. We have to talk about where this fear comes from, because it didn't start with the omen, it started with a code. Let's rewind. We are in the 1st century. The early Christians are being hunted. They can't speak freely. If they say the emperor is evil, they get thrown to the lions. So they use code. They use gematria, an ancient practice where letters correspond to numbers. Now, the emperor at the time, Nero Caesar, a man who was, by all accounts, a nightmare. If you take his name in Hebrew, Nero Caesar, and add up the numerical value of the letters, guess what you get? 666. That's it. The beast wasn't a mythological monster rising from the ocean in 2026. It was a political critique of a dictator who died almost 2,000 years ago. But over centuries, context gets lost. The code became a legend, the history became a horror story, and we inherited the fear without understanding the source. So, now that we've taken the scary mask off the monster, let's look at what the number actually is. Strip away the dogma. Strip away the Hollywood sound effects. What is the energy of a 6? In the world of numerology, every number has a personality, a vibration. The number 1 is the leader. The number 5 is the rebel. But the number 6 is the mother. Think about the shape of the number. It curves, it holds, it looks like a figure curling in on itself for warmth, or a pregnant belly. The energy of the 6 is the energy of home, of domesticity, of unconditional love. It's the vibration of the provider, the nurturer, the one who makes sure everyone has a plate at the table. It is the number of humanity. Even in science, we see this fingerprint. We are carbon-based life forms. Do you know the chemical structure of carbon-12? 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. We are literally built on the scaffolding of 666. It is the number of physical existence. It is the code of us. So why does it feel heavy? Why does seeing 666 sometimes feel like a warning? Because the 6, for all its beauty, has a shadow. The 6 cares about the material world. It cares about the house, the family, the job, the body.
And when you see it tripled, 666, it's an amplification. It's the universe screaming through a megaphone. And usually, it's screaming because you have become too attached to the material world. You're stuck in the mud. Let's get real for a second. Why are you seeing this number now? Maybe you saw it on a license plate while you were stuck in traffic, stressing about being late. Maybe your total at the grocery store was $6.66 right after you checked your bank balance and felt that wave of anxiety. This is not a coincidence. This is a check engine light. When 666 appears, it is a diagnosis. It is the universe telling you that your balance is off. It's saying, hey, you, yes, you are focusing way too much on the problems of the earth and you've disconnected from the peace of the spirit. It's the number of worry. Think about your thoughts over the last 24 hours. Be honest. How much of your brain power was spent looping on things like money, status, what people think of you, comparing yourself to strangers on the internet, wondering if you're enough? That loop, that's the 666 trap. It's when the material world becomes your master instead of your tool. The angels send this number not to punish you, but to snap you out of the trance. They are saying, look up. They are saying, you are a spiritual being having a human experience, but right now you're acting like a human machine. It is a call to recalibrate.
Now, let's talk about love, because 666 loves to show up in relationships. Remember, 6 is the number of family and unconditional love, but when it appears in a sequence, it often points to an imbalance in your heart chakra. If you're seeing 666 while thinking about your partner, or your ex, or that person you can't quite let go of, take a pause. Ask yourself, am I loving them, or am I needing them? There is a difference. 666 warns us against codependency. It warns us about losing ourselves in someone else. It's that feeling of trying so hard to keep the peace that you start a war inside yourself. Are you the martyr? Are you the one always fixing, always saving, always giving until you're empty? That is the shadow side of the 6. It's destructive nurturing. Seeing 666 is a permission slip to stop. It's the universe saying you have to love yourself as much as you love them. It's a reminder that you cannot pour from an empty cup. And right now, your cup has a crack in it. Or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe you've been cold. Maybe you've been so focused on your career, your hustle, your grind, that you've forgotten to nurture the people who actually matter. 666 asks you to look at your home. Is it a sanctuary, or is it just a place you sleep? I want to go deeper. Let's do the math, because numbers never lie and they always hide secrets. Add them up. 6 plus 6 plus 6. What do you get? 18. Now in numerology, we always reduce to a single digit. 1 plus 8 equals 9. This changes everything, because 9 is the number of completion. It is the number of the humanitarian, the end of a cycle, the letting go. So wrapped inside the scary beast number is actually the vibration of closure. This tells us something profound. The stress you are feeling, the material worry, the relationship drama, it is coming to an end, but only if you allow it to. 666 is a threshold. It's that moment right before the dawn. It's the universe saying, you have learned the lessons of the material world. You have learned what pain feels like. You have learned what fear feels like. Are you ready to graduate? It transforms the number from a warning into a graduation ceremony. But you have to do the work to walk across the stage. So, you've seen the signs. You understand the history. You know the math. Now, what do you actually do? When 666 pops up in your reality, don't freeze. Act. First, shift your focus, literally, physically. If you are staring at a spreadsheet and stressing, stand up and walk outside. Look at a tree, look at the sky. Remind your brain that the world is bigger than your bank account. You need to ground yourself. Put your bare feet on the grass. The 6 energy is earth energy. It needs to discharge into the ground. Second, gratitude. I know, it sounds cliché, but it is the antidote to the 666 anxiety loop. You cannot be in a state of lack and a state of gratitude at the same time. It's physics. When you see 666, immediately name 3 things you are thankful for. I have breath in my lungs. I have coffee in my cup. I have a chance to try again. Boom! You just broke the spell. Third, clean your space. This sounds strange, but remember, 6 is the number of the home. If your external world is chaotic, your internal world is chaotic. 666 is often a sign of stagnant energy. Wash the dishes, make the bed, open the windows, burn some sage, move the energy around. When you clear your physical space, you signal to the universe that you are ready for clarity. We live in a world that sells us fear. It sells us the idea that we are small and that forces outside of our control, be they beasts, governments, economies, are out to get us. But the 666 angel number is a reminder of the ultimate truth. You create your reality. The beast isn't a monster with horns. The beast is your own doubt. The beast is your own addiction to suffering. The beast is the part of you that forgot you are powerful. The next time you see those 3 digits flashing on a clock or printed on a receipt, I want you to smile. Seriously, give it a little wink. Take it as a compliment. The universe cares enough for you to intervene. It cares enough to send a signal through the noise and say, come back to center, come back to love, come back to yourself. You are not cursed. You are being guided, and the only thing you have to fear is staying asleep. So, wake up. Wake up.